about this place. It's supposed to be really good. I was thinking about going down there maybe tomorrow. I'll bring you one. I'll bring you one on the way home.
Yeah, let me know how it is. Come enjoy. Although don't come to the house anywhere between 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock, because I'll be raiding.
PM? I wasn't going to.
Okay.
It would have been between like noon and 2.
Yeah, that's legit. That's legit. I'll show you the new additions to the house. Got a cool new storage cabinet for the Legos. The D&D castle is on the top. Looks freaking sick. But yes, way too many Legos. Way too many Legos. And still have like 5 sets unbuilt that are waiting in the wings. All right, everybody, we are live. We are ready to get down to some D&D. Glad that Kozlo was able to escape the traffic of California.
The good old 91.
Whee! I love the SNL skits that are all about making fun of like the 5 and the 405.
Oh, the Californian sketches?
Yeah, those are hilarious.
Whenever Bill Hader breaks, I laugh.
I love Bill Hader. He's hilarious. Although, like, we watch SNL pretty regularly now, and I think, like, one of the best cast members right now is Marcelo Hernandez. Every time he's on screen, he makes me laugh. Great choice for a cast member. He's, like, instantly one of my favorites. I don't know if anybody else is a current SNL consumer.
I watch the YouTube clips. I'm a YouTube.
I can't
YouTube
say I've
scene
watched it live in forever.
Some of them, like, obviously in SNL fashion, some of the skits are, like, pretty good, and some of them are kind of like, like, But I think Marcelo Hernandez is very good.
Cannot have the Q-tip. No, it's not for eating.
Q-tip? Keyboard? Phone?
Q-tip?
Everything you own?
Trash. Trash is fun. We like playing in the trash and dragging tissues around the house. Yeah? No.
Alright, everybody. Welcome back to Monday. And that means it's Arctis time. As I click on our live screen, hey! We're all here and we're all alive in various states of consciousness. Some of us slightly more hurt and wounded than others. Get well soon,
in real life.
Yeah.
I really wanted to like engage my roleplay today, and making sure that not only was I injured in game, but I was injured in real life. So suffer for the art.
I mean, I see your hit points at some cripplingly low number. And the fact that you
could that be, DM? I wonder.
I cannot see his hit points for some reason.
It's low. That's why you can't see them.
That's pretty small number.
There's not a lot of them to see.
Okay.
Even though I made Grabella a pincushion last session, let's go over what happened in Violet's Nightmare. Previously on Arctis, making your way through the Great Ice Library, it is imperative that each of you triumph over the most primal of fears that Vanix has left in his wake in Arctis's mind, and it has affected everyone to some extent. Some of you receiving very distinct nightmares of terrible things happening in your past. Bella being buried alive. Rain had heard about the Fae courts and how they utilized getting people lost in a maze for their amusement. My amusement too. 3 weeks lost in the maze. Wang Doodle getting over his fear of heights. And Sea Swab getting over his fear of being lost on the open ocean. Kozlo, being the only one who's mysteriously not received a nightmare yet, might be in glorious anticipation for the next 2, as they involve the most dangerous of primal fears. Mourning, the fear of loss. Not being lost, but loss. And death, the ultimate fear. You have all triumphed over every other lesser fear. Violence, darkness, disasters, being lost, falling, and trapped, and now the final 2 remain. After this, you will have weakened the nightmare dragon Vanix significantly, and hopefully enough to be able to defeat him as he lingers in Arctis's mind, changing the perception of memory and the chain of events that has happened in years past. Now, after triumphing over the fear of violence, it has thrust you into an old battlefield where you saved the Ascended of Polaris, King Lakari Polaris, former husband of Alara Lunesti, and founder of the region of Eternal Darkness. You destroyed the Black Banner, burning it with a mote of sunlight the heroic Reborn had given you, and crossed a battlefield full of dangerous archers, pelting you with arrows, Grabella turning into a T-Rex with Rain's magic, consuming the skeletons across the battlefield, while the rest of the group provided supplementary support. You managed to make your way across the bloodied marshes, burn the Black Banner, and return everyone's perception of history back to normal. The 2 primal fears remain, and the mephits that are in the Great Ice Library are now huddled around the center of the room, chatting with each other, wondering just where these adventurers are going to go next, and will they triumph over the Lord of Nightmares himself, Vanix? That is to be seen. We are now in the Room of Violence. There is no more book, and the memories within are sparkling clean and untainted. It is your choice now. Where to go next? You may begin. Some of you are a little more wounded than others, and may want to take a break before getting into the most difficult nightmares, but that is entirely up to you.
I do think it'd be nap time, though.
I could go for some sleep, yeah. I'm feeling a little tired.
I need rest.
The chattering of mephits can be heard outside to the east, as they all discuss your recent victory.
We're going to close the door and throw down that fancy protective thing in case that weird lady shows up.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, so
It was
hit
big
the door.
Grabella, I know that I have no idea exactly who you meant with what you said, but I also completely understand who you're talking about.
Yeah, there was that lady that kept bugging everybody while we were sleeping, remember?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I probably don't remember it because, we were sleeping.
Yeah, I think she wanted to eat Coslo.
God.
I am quite the snack.
Oh, God, there it is.
You would think that would slim down the list of potential.
No, it was what's it called? A
He was
hag.
the night
remember?
hag.
Yeah, the hag.
Yeah.
Waiting for the night hag.
Totally won't make Rebella lose her shit.
Rain, you summon up Liamon's tiny hut, once again creating a pocket dimension which you and your friends can rest safely. Backpacks and bedrolls, fresh food, something that you haven't had in quite some time since entering the Great Ice Library. Last time you rested was a few nightmares ago, I believe after the nightmare of being lost. But now, the tiny hut is warm and comforting, though there is the risk of hitting an unwanted visitor. Though you are protected by the hut, they might do anything they can to disrupt your rest, or at least your mental well-being. Is there anything in particular you want to do before you all rest? And is there a watch order that you want to go in?
I can do first.
Sounds good. If you want to break it up into 2 watchings, so you can also get a rest, you can have somebody else, either Grabella or Rain, one of the people who don't need the full 8 hours.
We don't need the full 8 hours, so...
I mean, I could also get a thing in just because, well, I mean, I need the full 8 hours, but I have the true sight, so if the hag shows up, I can see her.
Also fair.
Okay.
Wang Doodle and Sea Swab?
Sure.
Alright.
Sure.
Anything you want to discuss while you're in the tiny hut before we get into the rest? No? Alright then. It is wordless watch time. As your friends hunker down to sleep, Wang Doodle, you look out of the translucent dome into the smaller room beyond. The books that are piled on the floor and torn bits of paper tell you that the imps have had a very fun time here that is quickly coming to an end. And hopefully during your watch, you will not be accosted by roaming nightmares or other denizens of the dream. Wang Doodle, roll me a 1d20, please.
You got it. Uh-oh.
Interesting. One moment, please.
We're getting rid of these early. Just getting rid of these early.
Get rid of these early, he says, in relation to probably the worst time to roll it.
Oh my god. Wang Doodle, as you sit up to watch, something comes slinking through the door.
Oh, good. Good. Good.
Wearing bones from an unknown source, the nails long, crooked, and dirt, matted hair, piled down and knotted with sweat. The night hag looks a little bit worse for the wear than when you had seen her previously. She looks around the bubble curiously.
Right, because she can't see in, right?
Why not? But she might be aware that you might be able to hear her as she hems and haws outside of the circular dome. She comes up very close to it and tries to peer inside, pressing her hands against the edge of the dome, around her eyes and squinting slightly, but still being unable to see something. She takes a step back and folds her arms across her chest.
You've certainly done a number on the nightmare. Weakening, raveling. Think yourselves heroes, do you? Hiding within your little bubble. Why not come out? We can discuss exactly what your nightmare. So many creatures, so many denizens of dreaming. You're causing quite a stir, making everything so uneasy. How dare you come in here and destroy the nightmares we have so carefully created?
While she's monologuing, Wang Doodle will take out a notebook and some charcoal and start sketching how the night hag is looking.
Okay.
And scribbling in some notes of stuff that she's saying to do a Cliff's Notes of this.
Sure.
Of what she did so far.
She looks significantly worse for the wear. When you saw her previously, her clothes were more tribal and shamanistic, but not necessarily rumpled and torn, and looks like they have burn marks in some places. Her hair, although long and as dark as night, not as pressed down to her head and soaked with sweat and grime as it looks right now. She just looks overall more dingy. Her skin tone, normally a vivid purple nightmare, has become a sallow color, faded. An echo of her previous splendor. Looks like whatever you have done here in Arctis's mind, too, has strongly affected the night hag. And as you are jotting down these notes, even one of her fingernails falls off. She gives it a cursory look and kicks it under the table.
That anyway. I know one of you in there must be awake. Come now, don't you want to understand more about what you might face? The darkness. Or maybe the secrets of Vanix, You truly think you're strong enough to battle back the nightmare? Such worse.
Wangdoodle will look through the bubble shield straight at the night hag and just hold the stare for a couple seconds, and then his right eye will close and he holds his thumb up for scale and then continues to draw.
Your silence speaks volumes. Ironic that you are in a library.
She spits out a tooth on the ground that falls with a very resonant ping, 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 ping across the stone floor.
Didn't need that anyway. Now, you wouldn't want a nice little dream hag to just decay away before your very eyes? Certainly, we can come to some sort of agreement.
He sounds more and more desperate as you continue to sketch her crumbling form.
Just kind of mumbling to himself, hearing her plead like, "Oh, actually, I've never seen a dream hag disintegrate in front of my eyes before. I have no idea how that works. I'm kind of intrigued, if I'm honest."
Emboldening, destroying nightmares, emboldening reality, reinforcing the dreaming. Don't you understand? We are creatures too. Do we not deserve to exist, to persist? No, nothing. You do not feel an ounce of empathy for poor dream hag.
I don't. Wait, Wangdoodle, what are you doing? Stop trying to. You're having a one-sided conversation. Stop it.
Very well. If I can't reach you, then perhaps I will spend some time perusing some of your volumes and discovering just who you love, who your allies are, and delve into their mind instead. Then maybe you'll come crawling back, wishing that you didn't waste your time ignoring me. Your volumes are here, and until you defeat Vanix, I will not be entirely gone. I'll find them. Perhaps not all of you, but maybe just one of your volumes. enough information to get me started.
The night hag phases back through the door and disappears.
Yeah, we're probably going to regret taking this first watch. Oh boy. He rips out of his notebook the sketch he did in the notes of what the night hag was talking about and puts them on towards the center of where everyone's sleeping in case he forgets to look into that later.
Wangdoodle, 4 hours have passed, and it's time for Seaswab to wake up.
I'll give him a little nudge. Hey, Seaswab.
I don't want to fly. I don't want to fly today.
It's okay. You're not flying. You just gotta watch.
Yeah, I can't fly. But in my dream, I could.
Well, you know that's the can-do spirit that helps us make progress. Anyway, not to alarm you, but the night hag was definitely here.
Her again?
Yeah. Wasn't looking great. The little sketch there with some notes about what she was saying looked really rough, actually. Kept talking about, wanted to talk about what the nightmare, what we were doing to it, and going to find our volumes or something. I don't know. She's getting kind of desperate.
Okay, I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah. So everything about that summary and whatnot, I put it like right over there. I'm gonna get some rest though. I don't think she's gonna be too much of a danger.
I guess since I was sleeping, do I get to rest already?
You do.
Long rest, short rest.
Long rest.
Alrighty.
Alright, Seaswab, roll me a 1d20. Alright. Seaswab, as Wangdoodle settles down, you at least take a look at the drawing that Wangdoodle has shown you, and, well, judging by Wangdoodle's interpretation of everything, he does look a little bit rough, and is that a fingernail on the ground? You're not sure, but it looks like she is just shedding debris. Though during your watched time, she does not appear, and the rest of your party is able to complete a long rest, uninterrupted. Everybody complete a long rest for me, please.
This one.
Seaswab has already taken his long rest. Grabella has taken a long rest. Wangdoodle finishes his long rest.
I may need some help. I would like to swap out a cantrip.
Absolutely.
Which swap? Let's swap Shocking Grasp. I'm trying to think, do I want Firebolt or Acid Splash?
Okay, Shocking Grasp is out.
I'm leaning towards Acid Splash. But
Alright, subbed out your Shocking Grasp for 1 Acid Splash.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
Acid Splash, highly underrated. That's what I would use with my teapot on my cooking artificer. She would splash acid out of her teapot as the effect.
Nice.
Yeah.
The rest of you are able to take a long rest, mostly uninterrupted. Between Wang Doodle and C-Swab talking quietly in between their 4-hour watch period. At the very least, Grabella and Rain are partial to the conversation that the Night Hag did show up in the middle of the night, but was ultimately powerless to do anything. You are now all fully rested and can continue your adventure.
I'm sorry, somebody said the Night Hag returned.
Yeah, that happened. There's a little sketch over there and some notes about what she was saying. She was not looking good. I mean, they don't look good in the first place, but it's really rough.
Well, I suppose it could have also been an illusion.
Yeah, it
They
could
are
have been.
kind of known for that. But
Really,
we also
really
did offer
trying to-
her the option to just fuck off and leave. And,
Yeah, she expressly said she's not going to do that.
yeah, well, probably
Well,
the problem then.
Grabella growls under her breath.
Did really want to talk about how we're making changes. Something about trying to find our volumes.
No idea.
Outside of that, I don't know.
Certainly a problem we could deal with later. Is anybody particularly concerned right now?
Nah, seem desperate.
Probably go after mine after everything that's been said.
I could reach out to Eris and Alara and have them pull anybody you particularly care about in Maginox into safety. I mean, they are literal dream vampires. They're pretty good at, protecting people's dreams and all that.
Yeah, I would like that, at least for Charlinda. She's been through enough.
Alright, give me just a moment. Rain will use her at-will dream ability.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which one it is. I have 2 copies of it, but we won't actually do damage. That seems sus. We're not going to turn it into a nightmare.
Not gonna turn into a
Rain-
nightmare yet.
Well, I mean, look. Did you say this hag left behind some bits and pieces? Scoop that up. Put that in a vial for me for later, Wang Doodle. We might make her regret trying to give people nightmares by giving her some of her own. That could be fun.
We are pretty good at that, if we really think about it.
Rain will cast Dream and reach out to Eris.
Rain, you enter Eris's dream, and you find him, well, unironically, dreaming of you. You both are taking a nice long walk down the coastal region of Maginox, drenched in the moonlight, holding hands. Rather romantic, actually. Eris.
Rain real smoothly just slinks up behind the couple and just when Eris glances away just yeets Dream Rain out into the fucking ocean, just takes her spot.
There's a splash, and Eris glances back over and looks.
Oh dear, what was that?
Oh, did we find a whale during our whale watching walk? He kind of puts his hand over his eyes and peers at the ocean. I hope we see one.
Nope. Don't pay no attention to the drowning elf in the bay, dear.
Drowning. He squints. Oh, wait. Rain.
Jazz hands.
You're here. How
I
fare
am.
things within Arctis's mind?
Going apace, dear. Fairly well, I would say, all things considered. Vanix is here, so that's fun. Trying to unravel a lot of that nonsense. But we have kind of run awry a little bit of a night hag while we've been here. She's talked quite a big game, tried to get her to just fuck off and leave. But unfortunately it seems like she might try targeting some of the more vulnerable people that we happen to know. If she, snoops enough in any of our memories, books, whatever they are here.
A nightmare hag with the access to the repository of knowledge of Arctis's mind? Terrifying thought.
Yes, well, that's hardly the worst thing that's here, but don't worry, we're dealing with it. I just wanted to ask you if you would be so kind as to maybe pull some of the more vulnerable associations we have, particularly like folks like Chalindra, maybe bring them to the House of Nesty and you and your mother can watch over them.
We can enact certain rituals as Somniari in order to ward off malign spirits, even potentially night hags. This should not pose much of a problem.
I don't think it needs to be for very long, although I guess I'm also not sure. How long have we been gone, actually? Does time the same here as it is out there?
It's been at least 2.5 weeks.
Oh, so going a little bit slower in here then.
He nods at you. A dream does warp the sense of time, as many Fae do not respect the natural flow of time either in the dreaming.
Right, well then it probably won't take us much more than a week then in your time. And at that point the hag might just be out of juice. So but if you could do whatever you and Alara can, it would be greatly appreciated. I would hate to have to track a night hag through this space and hunt her down when we have Vanix to still deal with.
Absolutely, and the presence of Vanix will most assuredly empower the night hag as well. We will bolster our dreamish defenses and bring in some of the more vulnerable friends so that they don't try to exploit while you are still busy within our mind. This is not something that can be maintained forever, so hopefully things go apace and you will be out of there sooner than later.
I have every confidence. Rain leans over and kisses him on the cheek.
Smiles. Until I see you again.
We should do this more often. This is nice.
Oh, the
As
beach
Rain
walk.
drifts off the beach.
I keep dreaming of whales for some reason. Perhaps we should go on a nice whale walk trip one of these days.
Rain narrows her eyes. We'll talk about that when I'm back.
Meanwhile, there's a whale right here. Rain, you snap back out of the dream. Unfortunately, Eris is nowhere to be seen. The lovely beachfront walk is replaced with the stony cold of the Great Ice Library. Your friends are all looking at you expectantly as your eyes snap back open, and you find yourself in very familiar territory. Your friends look rested. At least, you have that going for you, which is nice.
Alright, Eris and Alar will try to do their best to shield folks from any nightmarish interventions. By the way, it's
Thank
like
you.
2.5 weeks, so we're running about double time out there as we are in here, I would say, given my estimations. In case that matters to anyone.
Time is a social construct.
Good bird.
Good bird. Good bird.
You know, with the existence of chronomancy, he may be right.
We're not going to talk about it.
Social construct or arcane construct? Those are the questions. Alright, on to the next nightmare then.
Yeah, sure.
Onward and outward.
Oh my lord of Beffits!
Ah, there he is, the hero of the hour, isn't it? Seaswarm. Ah,
Darkit is very eager to see you for some reason, Seaswam. He claps in your general direction.
well, look at you. Oh, and the rest of you. Oh, well, that's it, you're separated. Those two will never get out. Locked in forever.
We set this one out.
Why did you lock them in? That seems very rude, almost nightmarish. Ah, where's Trappit? Trappit! Trappit, look! Look, they're trapped in the room. Let us point and laugh. Ha 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 ha. I don't think it's a good idea to laugh at these heroes. They, well, are doing us quite a solid, and in fact, I do believe we are trapped in here with them. Yeah, right, you have a point. Excuse me.
You know, I didn't catch all of that because the door muffled it, but it sounded like you ended up with the right decision.
Yes, Trappit seems to have grown kind of fond of you. Some sort of syndrome where you're all trapped together and they tend to start liking their trappers. Don't know what it's called there.
Has anybody found Lost It?
There.
Oh,
No.
the irony.
He will most assuredly pop up one of these days, if ever. Though if you defeat Vanix, we may never see him again.
No.
Damn shame.
He might be forever lost. Truly a testament to his skill.
Maybe put a pin in that one, but anyway. Alright, who's next?
I think you should go see Mournit. Deathit is still quiet and not joining us here in the inner circle. Oh, by the way, the inner circle is starting to emanate some sort of mysterious aura. You're doing quite well.
You probably shouldn't float over it. You'll probably get some kind of horrible cancer.
Ah! Well, either that or Lost It might come back. Might we do trade poor little Darkit for one little Lost It? I don't think so.
No, I thought we were very clear on our tier rankings, everyone, right? Lost is firmly at the bottom, right?
Very firmly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Well, there you go.
good,
None
good.
of you are yet in danger of being replaced.
Excellent. That means we are the least annoying of all the nightmare methods. That brings me great joy.
I appreciate that they're finally starting to get it. Maybe we
Get
are
it?
rubbing off on them. Ah!
Ah, yes, you do get it. Yes, you have gotten all of it. The Disastit, the Darkit, the Trappit, the Violet.
But
But ironically, not the Lost It. Seems like you have actually found your way.
The Mephits all look at you expectantly as you exit the room. What?
You tell us.
Well, you tell us.
They just told us to go to Mournit. Sorry, I'm eating my taquitos right now. Breakfast of champions.
What is a
Oh, I see Mournit. I see Mournit down over here. He's in the south.
Wait, but that means we're skipping one.
Well, Deathit wants to
Deathit doesn't
throw
think
off
we're
our-
cool.
Yeah, he wants to throw off our geometry.
Hello.
I
Hello.
might be the least organized person ever, but I got a big problem with skipping a door.
Come around and heed old Mournit's tale. Good heroes and vanquishers of the nightmare, all. I have seen your prowess in triumphing over the lesser nightmares. I warn you, if you wish to defeat Vanix, you must defeat self and Deathit. Or if you walk into Vanix's lair, with him fully powered with the strongest primal fears, there will be no chance for you. I have given you this warning once, and you have proven yourself. I feel comfortable enough opening this door for you. And that means you will triumph over Vanix and defeat him. And he will not bring his nightmarish punishments down upon his minions.
He turns around and flips open the door.
Come, follow me. As my brothers and sisters may have attested, I am Mournit. The primal fear of loss. Whether you fear that someone you love is lost, hurt, or dying, whether you fear that you might forget them and your precious memories lost to time. Perhaps you have someone very close to you, sick, and you worry you might lose your touch with them forever. This is the primal, aching fear of loss, the imminent fear, losing something forever. Something like a tenuous beat life. I am second only to the fear of death. For all mortals fear losing something they have gained. For you are the sum of your memories, and losing even a single one of them is a great loss. Your next experience will not be simply triumphing over a single instance of the fear of loss, but passing through the many gates of grief. For as we lose something, we all deal with it in different ways. The stages of grief must all be triumphed over in order for you to reconcile with losing something dear to you. Tell me, heroes, do you know the stages of grief?
I know a couple of them. There's denial, bargaining, anger, acceptance, and denial.
Close. Very close. Does any one of you know the stage of grief that your friend missed? Go on now, don't be shy.
I feel like I genuinely should know these, and I'm just drawing a blank right now.
But your friend is mostly correct. The first stage of grief is denial. Denying
I got that one.
what your heart and your eyes see, and wishing that the terrible occurrence did not occur. Stage 2 of resolving grief is anger, letting it, the indignancy of it all, flow through you. And hopefully you can overcome it. Step 3 is bargaining. Hopefully, desperately trying to get some semblance of normalcy back. Something that you cannot grasp onto as easily as, say, a book. Stage 4 is depression. As the sadness overwhelms you, threatening to choke the very breath from your lungs. Depression is possibly the hardest stage of grief to overcome. Many do not survive. The cloud of depression that hangs over them like a shroud. And finally, stage 5 is acceptance. Accepting what has occurred. Thinking it over. Resolving it. Coming to terms with it. And realizing that this too will pass. Before you begin your adventure into triumphing over the separate stages of grief, the gauntlet of grief, perhaps. Is there anything you want to ask this old nephet? I can tell by the looks on your faces that you have all experienced grief in various forms, some fresher than others.
I do have a question. You keep referring yourself as an old method, but aren't you like a few weeks old like all the others?
I, being a powerful primal fear, remember my previous incarnation, unlike my younger, lesser brothers and sisters. We retain, for we cannot have mourning if we do not remember all of our experiences. This makes me, and death, slightly more unique. Death, however, tends to end all memories he touches, and tends to be quite lonely. But you cannot have grief if you do not remember what you hold dear,
Steve's also like kind of leaning. Like I said, social construct.
I have seen many heroes come and go, not exactly in this manner, but if you are to steel yourself against Vanix, the Lord of Nightmares, you must persevere. Over grief. He will use everything against you, everything you fear. And so, ultimately, I am here to help. This might surprise you, but, as I said, you cannot have grief without positive memories. I would like to see you triumph, for I know once you mortals pass, there will be great grief.
Kind of a grim way of looking at things, but I suppose you're not wrong. I hope you're not wrong.
You are mortal, after all. I do not wish your imminent demise. I know your passing, the more heroics that you do, the more evil that you triumph over. The grief will greater and greater. You must live in order to properly die. So for this, I wish you the best. Whenever you are ready, merely tap on the book twice to begin your adventure.
Alright, is everyone ready?
Let me just
No
double check
smiles,
the book.
Wagnoodle, this is a dour affair.
No promises, okay? We can try, but no promises.
Alright.
Well, there's 5 of us. We can each take a stage of grief.
I think I know who to put at the anger stage.
Well,
Don't worry. Grief must be experienced together in order for you to overcome it. It is much easier to do so in the company of close and trusted friends, rather than take on the overwhelming burden of grief alone.
The challenge is to watch the entire first season of Shrinking together. That's it.
I'm not familiar with that show, so.
You should watch it. It's a very good show.
The
It has
challenge
Harrison Ford.
is to
How you
watch
said
the
when
movie
you- when
Up,
you- when you
but it's
go-
just the first 20 minutes on repeat.
No!
You have to experience grief together. I was doing the like, what? No, you don't face. But misery loves company, so.
There you go.
So, Coslow, did we really get through without you having any actual, nightmares? It's rather impressive.
Well, 50-50 shot. This next one's his.
I guess that's true.
What's a nightmare?
What happens when you close your eyes and sleep? Actually, can you close your eyes? Do those things close? I'm actually not sure.
Guzlo blinks one eyeball at a time very slowly.
My god, they do close.
you know what a nightmare is, Goslow?
Huh?
When you run out of bombs.
But I don't run out of bombs.
But imagine if you did.
I don't understand.
Such an inconceivable thought.
I love the idea of the unimaginative artificer. Just completely incapable of imagining things,
thoughts. Yeah.
like abstract thoughts.
Is that I don't run out of bombs. I don't think you understand how psychologically healthy that answer is.
Meanwhile, we have learned that Coslow is the most mentally strong person in the group.
I'm stable.
He is a shelf-stable artificer.
Oh my God, he'll never expire.
Alright, well. Here goes nothing then.
The gauntlet of grief. As the air around you shimmers, it becomes clear that this place is no ordinary realm. This is a crucible of sorrow forged from the grief that has scarred the history of Arctis. The pain of loss, betrayal, and regret echo across its frozen expanse, threads woven into the fabric of time. Here in this gauntlet, those echoes are given form, and you are called to confront them. Grief will test you in all its guises. Denial, where the memories you cherish may betray you, and the truth is hidden among the lies. Anger, where the fires of rage burn brightest in the heart of one who is tricked into killing the very people he swore to protect. Bargaining, where a shadowed negotiator forces you to make impossible choices. Depression, where you see Arctis as a lifeless, barren world. Its frozen heart conquered by the slow. A grim vision of a future where hope has perished. And finally, acceptance, where you must face yourselves, reflections of the ideals you strive towards, and reckon with the truth of who you are.
The frost of Arctis has preserved countless tragedies. Families torn asunder by the undead, cities brought low from magical hubris, the hearts that broke under the weight of their choices. And now, this legacy falls to you. Will you endure and rise above, or will you too be consumed by the sorrows that linger here? Prepare yourselves, for grief is no mere memory in this place. It is a living force, and it will stop at nothing to challenge your spirit. Vanix's Wail. Vanix will emit a sorrowful wail, causing creatures within 30 feet to make a DC 18 Wisdom save or be incapacitated until the end of their next turn as they are overcome by grief.
No one is truly ready to encounter grief as it comes on suddenly in waves. But I will ask you, perhaps for a final time, are you ready?
Yeah.
I think we have to be.
Very well. May you experience grief in all of its form.
The air shimmers and turns into a landscape that is significantly different from the Great Ice Library. It is warm here, but foreign. You've never been here before. It looks like the room of a great castle, its walls bedecked with banners. A warm light is issued throughout the room, basking it in warmth. As you look around, you see friends, allies, people you know and remember, all sitting at long tables, looking thoughtful at various items that sit at each table. Wangdoodle, you see Lou, your mentor, the person who has set you upon this journey, the rabbit folk that, well, is probably not quite like a dad to you, but he's a tough and fair mentor. Rain, you see Shar. As she looks down at the great table, she's rubbing her chin in the familiar fashion that she has, occasionally touching the pendant around her neck. Coslow, you see your sister, Mippy, over on the east. She too has a basket full of things, plants. She has always loved nature. And you get a pang in your stomach. You miss Mippy. He was the least troublesome of your brethren. Rain, an old face, Akashaba, also sits at a long table, and he too goes between scratching his head and touching some of the various artifacts in front of him. At the back of the room, Grabella, you see Charlindra. Your thoughts were just racing of her, thinking about protecting her from the night hag. Here she is, all fiery hair and ebony skin. She too is looking down at the spread of things on the table. For many of you, you recognize the small form of Roxy, the Duskchild priestess, who has now become the cornerstone of Asriel's religion and Maginox. She too looks over various artifacts in front of her. Over on the east side of the room, Seaswab, the familiar face of the confident fleet admiral, Vera Shadows. She stands tall and straight-backed, looking down at the table with a thoughtful look, hands on her hips, not wavering in the slightest. Coslow, Grabella, and Seaswab, the familiar face of Oz, can be seen on the northeast side of the room. The strong, sturdy-looking kobold barely comes up to the table part of the table, but he steps on the nearby stool just to get a better look at what's spread on the table. He scratches some of his scales and picks up one of the bottles and gives it a thoughtful shake. In the back of the room, for most of you, the familiar face of the now ascended Azrael is in the very back of the room, all wings and fiery light. Azrael, too, has a spread of items in front of them, but is still resplendent in all of their fiery glory. And last but not least, the wise figure of Alara sits in the very northeastern table. 5 items are in front of her, and she touches each one of them delicately, picking up the tiny little stuffed animal bear in particular, and holding it to her chest in a tight hug. She kisses it on the forehead and places it gently back down on the table. You hear the voice of Mournit echo throughout the room.
Friends, all. Cherished part of your memories. Cherished parts of your journey. You do remember your friends. Hold them close, hold them dear. But something is out of place. If you know your friends as well as you think, remove the errant and wrong memories that Vanix is trying to trick you with, and get things back to normal. You must deny the wrong item on each of their tables, and submit them to the mirror of reflection in the back. Once you have cleansed the false memories from your friends, they will be safe, and no longer bothered by Vanix's influence. Fail, and their nightmare will persist as Vanix slowly and eagerly snakes his way into their minds. Go now, be quickly. These are but echoes of your friends' memories. They might be able to answer you, but not in full. They are not exactly all here. It is your memories that you are trying to preserve, after all.
We're trying to get the real object in front of them? Is that what you said?
The wrong object.
The wrong object.
Is there one or is there multiple?
One
Or do we
for each of your friends. One single falsified memory planted there by Vanix. He is a tricky one and works in subtle ways. It might not be outwardly apparent, especially to those not intimately familiar with your friends. There will be one item that does not belong in each of this group.
I was going to say, I definitely have the first orchid from her. So, the salamander orchids and the third one down, those are real.
Yeah, it's one of the 2 flowers, because the Kraken pods was another one that I had gotten.
Then it's going to be the purple one or
I
the
can't
green
see
one.
anything. Hang on, let me refresh.
It's the second or third one for that one.
Hi, Coslo.
Hey, Mippy.
I miss you. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. We're fucking around in a library or something for a while, but I'll come visit real soon.
Oh, that makes me really happy. Will you bring your friends? I have so many new flowers to show them.
Yeah, I see that.
Look,
Do they all float down there too? I'm just kidding. They're just gonna...
I've got fresh salamander orchids. I've got a hala. I've got some cactus. I've got some albathorn too. I know you didn't pay much attention in the home, botany class. But don't worry. I'll make sure you don't eat the poison ones.
I don't know if it helps, but Mippy gave, Mippy gave Rain Ayla to put in her hair.
So then it would be the green viney one.
Wait, that was the third one down. That's the one you said that you had.
No. I said the second and third one are the ones that I was unfamiliar with. I have the first and the fourth one.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's the cactus.
It's the cactus, yeah. Makes sense too, as it would be a dry plant compared to the wet ones, which is now something I've said all out.
Hey, you mind if I take this cactus off you?
Oh, no. Go ahead. Just don't poke yourself.
Pick up the cactus.
Man, hope to see you again soon, Cosmo.
Yeah, real soon. I'll come visit.
Well then, I'm gonna enjoy this dream. I'm gonna wish my big brother Cosmo successful on his epic journey. One day I can be as brave as him.
Kozlo just kind of smiles at her.
Oh, hello! Akashima says to Rain. Look at all the great things I have in my house! I'm so comfortable in Borealis. I love it there. When are you coming to visit?
Actually, hopefully quite soon. How's the adventuring going?
I'm not doing anything at all, sitting in front of the fireplace, being fat and happy.
Oh, that's lovely. Did you ever talk to Kalga?
That is pain point. I do visit very often, with the dancing in the parlor, but she is married, so must consider other prospects.
Ooh, awkward.
But sometimes I think of you, Rain, and how you have...
Not that way, though.
No, of course not. Akashima needs...
Wait, what's going on over here?
Big, strong woman. No offense, you are strong in your own way, but Akashima needs a little bit more meat on the bone, if you get my drift.
Gross!
That's Koshba, all right. This amulet in front of you, Koshba, it's... Well, it looks different than I remember.
What? All
Didn't
these
sound
things
like
are very familiar to Akashima. Akashima write book about what he learned about light, and also big wielding strong mace. He summoned big robot thing with amulet. And of course, Akashima's favorite spell, Fireball. And how could we forget our adventures within House Hamaki, where we found the Orb of Stars?
Right. When you summon the robot, though, what does it have in its hands?
What big sword!
Yep, that's totally right. Of course.
Yes.
Can I borrow that for just a moment?
Of course. Akashima trusts Rain not to do anything silly like lose it.
Yeah, totally, of course. All right. Be back.
You're okay, baby. You're okay.
Okay, bye-bye. Char looks at Wangdoodle.
Oh, hello, Wang Doodle. It's good to see you. How are you faring?
Well, occasionally disoriented, but I feel like this kind of just normal for what's happening. But thanks for asking, though. It's honestly the first time in a while someone has.
You know, I care about you all on the Audacity so much. When you guys are gone for so long, I can't help but worry.
No. You got at least one good artificer there covering for us while we're gone.
We do have Esther. Hey! But we have Morris, too. Give him a little credit.
As little as I can.
I was putting away all of my books and feel like I'm forgetting something.
Well, you got something here that's definitely not a book. Could this be it? This pendant here?
I just don't know.
Wang Doodle.
Yeah, Rain.
Well, I do know Shah has a lot of books. I don't think she actually... would you mind, Shah, as Rain flips open the spell book in front of her?
Yes?
Would you mind if I have a look for a moment?
Of course, go ahead. There are some basic spells put in here, mostly frost-oriented. Things like Cone of Cold and Chill Touch. Spells of that nature.
I don't think Shah needs a book to cast her spells. I think she's more like Sea Swab. In fact, I think I've had multiple conversations with her about it, actually. About how her magic is different.
I don't know how to say this. I haven't really socialized with a lot of people. Definitely didn't ask how they get about doing the magic.
I mean, that's fair.
Is that something that should, like... Is that just, like, good icebreaker questions? I feel like it's a little invasive.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
And I don't mind
You asked
at
me
all.
about my magic. Shah, when was the last time you had to, wake up in the morning and memorize a bunch of spells, study them really rigorously? Do you remember?
I don't. I do remember going to, what do you call it? School? Oh no, I don't remember the details.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you I think you're onto something here. Definitely
Thing
one
is,
of those.
I don't know what a slipperlisk journal is, so... I mean, there's a slipperlisk on the ship. Does he keep a journal? I'm actually not familiar with what it does.
Well, I mean, that would be a good time to look if you wanted to.
It does like
you can click on
screens.
the items, I've noticed.
Oh, does it actually say something?
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, if you double click on it and then click on the item that says ×1.
Oh, okay.
You can flip through them, Rain. That's totally fine. I trust you with any tome.
Also, another hint, Wang Doodle, no wizard in their right mind would trust anybody to just flip through their spell book, let alone, another wizard.
Alright, okay, so look, maybe she's born with it. I don't know.
Maybe it's
Maybelline.
Oh,
I think, yeah. Jinx. This journal seems actually like something Shar would put together, actually. It's all about feeding, because who else is going to take care of the poor Sibelisk, honestly? Akoshiba? No, of course not. He left.
What?
Wait, what are you doing? He's right over there.
Oh, right, yeah, It's fine. Alright. If you don't mind, Shar, I'm going to borrow this for just a moment.
Of course.
Yeah, see, also something that a wizard would absolutely never allow.
You're so responsible, Rain.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Only second to me, while I've kept a very pristine journal of everything that comes in and out of the Audacity.
I mean, I would hope so. That is kind of what I pay you for, Shaw. But I appreciate that you're the only one who does it well.
I enjoy the work. Plus, I get to do some additional research on ley lines.
All right, well, Rain has got her too. Feel pretty good about it.
Struggling to remember a lot about Lou at this point. It's been a long time since we've seen him. Oh wait, he had glasses. So why would he need the goggles?
Well,
Did he
let's
use
be
the
honest.
pipe? Did he like to roll his own stuff? I don't remember. Like, two of these things make sense.
Yeah, well, I can speak firsthand that if he did have geothermic rift notes, they are woefully out of date. But I think it's probably more the smoking apparatus.
It looks like Lou is just trying to build something on the table and has barely given you the time of day, Wang Doodle. He's just grumbling to himself the entire time, working on some sort of small contraption.
It's just like being out in the field lab.
Yeah, just take what you need and get on out of here. Oh, it's
Hey,
you.
When's the last
Wang,
time?
Wang,
When's the last time you updated these notes?
Well, I've been trying to keep the other students on, making sure they keep proper notes. Have you been keeping proper notes, Wang Doodle?
More than you would ever care to read. Don't worry, the thesis is pending.
I look forward to having that on my desk ASAP. ASAP.
When did you move to a pipe?
He thinks.
Well, I don't remember.
Okay. Then you're not using this, right?
Yeah, I'm way too busy for those type of things. Just
Fantastic. Let me just go ahead. I'm going to take this. I think I hear Morris getting into the reagent cabinet again, so let me just go take care of that.
hurry up, you better go take care of him.
Okay, and don't forget you owe me like 20 grand.
That wasn't in my notes. Ridiculous. Never heard anything like that. Never in my life.
Oh boy, I hope I'm right about this.
I think you are. I very distinctly remember him smoking a cigar. So I think you're right.
Grabella, Roxy looks at you expectantly.
Have you come to hear today's sermon? I was gonna ask you about this drawing. I didn't remember you having a sister. Of course I have a sister. It is the primary reason that she keeps me going. Why I pursue Asriel so strongly. If you can bring me back, then I can bring her back.
That's my guess over here. I ain't got anything else, y'all, for Roxy, so I'm gonna need assistance on this.
Meanwhile,
The hymns is the only other thing that stands out to me as something that hasn't occurred. Maybe the effigy, but I'm pretty sure she effigied.
For sure, the pamphlet, I think, right?
The
Like,
pamphlet
I
is,
think the
and the
pamphlet's
robes immediately definitely a thing.
All right, effigy is a doll-sized effigy of Azrael dressed in equally tiny brown robes. Does Azrael wear brown robes?
Yeah, he used to. That's why she made herself
Okay.
brown robes.
6 dark feathers seem to be a new addition. Okay, that's accurate. And have been hastily sewn to the back. Sewn onto one hand is a tiny like a scythe chain. Okay. So the effigy could be.
The effigy and the hymns are the only ones that I'm.
Sorry. For Akashiba and Mippy, it was the middle item was taken. For Shar, it was the top. And for Lou, it was like the second one.
Yeah, I don't think that.
There's not a pattern to that.
There's no pattern.
Hey, when did you start writing songs?
Oh, I have been so busy penning my best hymns in service to Asriel. I can't wait till you get back so we can all sing them together. They're about fire and death and all those sorts of cool things.
Oh,
Sounds on brand from what I know of.
and these,
Dolls be really
this doll, are you gonna start making a bunch of these for everybody?
No, that's mine. Sometimes when I feel a little lost, I pick up the effigy and I say, what would Asriel do? And then I put a bunch of feathers in it, because whenever I dream of Asriel now, I see 6 great dark wings wreathed in fire.
Yeah, I am completely lost on both of these. Oops.
I liked your first one. Your first intuition.
The sister.
Yeah.
Everybody else has talked about not remembering something though.
That's fair.
But
Well, in character, Rain doesn't really know what to see anyway. So.
yeah. Sea Swamp, positive thoughts.
I mean, the sister stands out to me because I don't remember anything about his sister. She was literally drawing a blank because when she was killed in Coslow's den with that guy.
Yeah.
The elf guy. So
Jib.
Mournit did
Jib.
say this is based on our memories. So she might know her sister, but if it's based on our memories of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Roxy having a sister has ever come up previously.
I don't think so either, so
Yeah, I think
That's my guess.
Yeah.
Roxy, I'm gonna hang on to this, this sketch of your sister is really good, okay?
Okay. I would like it back, though.
Yeah.
And then looking at Charlindra's, you would think I would know all of these, but the necklace I don't remember, and the adoption papers I definitely don't remember.
How does Chandra feel about pasta? No, I'm just kidding.
Pasta, the hall pass, and the blue sand, I don't remember her drug being called that, but it is described as a drug, and I remember.
I think it was a bluish.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that what you shoved underneath your bra armor?
My armor and stuff, yeah. And the necklace seems like something she could have had.
That's from Novus, right? Wasn't that something part of when you got how did it go? When she got her memory of her destiny or whatever in the Obsidian Halls, or when we found out that Novus was
The description on the necklace doesn't really match Charlindra.
Yeah.
It's talking about a priest or high priest of Novus, which Charlindra, to my knowledge, never was.
And the adoption papers are kind of a one that I don't remember anything about that.
Yeah, the adoption papers I also don't remember anything about. But it's either the necklace or the papers, I think. I don't know enough.
Charlotte, this necklace, when did you get this?
I believe I got it a long time ago. Kind of a cursory thing in Vakaran society, generally seen as showing reverence to Novus. Rebella, you've seen me naked. Don't you remember it?
But I remember that.
Oh no.
Uh,
You've seen me. You'd remember.
I feel like
I will
if
not
she
answer
was
that.
wearing it. Huh? What was that?
I will not answer that.
Okay, can I... Where is it? I haven't used it in fucking forever. Hold on.
If you're talking about your knowledge of a past life, that's just a bonus to a different role.
Yeah. I don't know.
And what about this?
What about what? The pasta. Are you hungry? Do you want to eat some pasta with your fingers?
She'd point to the papers.
Oh. Right. Well, my last name, or at least a name given to a lot of orphans in Vaki society, and there are a lot of us, is just Vaki. Kind of like some northerners being named Frost or Snow. Just a generic kind of placeholder name since I don't really have extended family. There was a time when I thought I was going to be adopted. Never went through. I decided to join the Obsidian Halls instead. Try to make something better out of myself. And then I met you. And changed.
I definitely think it's the... Sorry, my throat is a little sad, so I would be using the Kozlo voice more. I definitely think it's the necklace. There's a lot of reasons why she wouldn't have anything of Novus's specifically, but remember that she didn't know who her family was and didn't know that she was descended from Mr. Dude. So the adoption papers do make sense. So I think it's the necklace. Everything else fits in some way.
I think I'm gonna wait to grab that one.
Well, sailor. It's good to see you. Vera addresses Sea Swab with a nod. Come here.
Seesaw will salute the fleet admiral.
Take a look at these things, won't you?
Yeah, I did have a little look, and this article of ownership here seems a little out of place.
What do you think? Tell me why.
Well, why would the fleet admiral of Borealis have an article for pirates?
An article for pirates. An interesting thought. What about the other items?
Well, I remember this coral hairpin in your hair all the time. The red was striking. The insignia from you being in the Corinthian Navy makes sense because you're in the Navy. So why would somebody in the Navy need a certificate of ownership that pirates use?
Interesting logic. What about the last two things?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know anything about these last two things. The stingray poison seems plausible, and then Destiny. Destiny also seems like that's what she would carry. But I don't know. This article of ownership seems off.
Well, sailor, I trust you to make good judgment. Go where your heart tells you, and never falter.
You don't remember what her ship was called?
No, it's definitely the Wave Mother's favor. The problem is that Vera doesn't control a pirate ship. She controls a navy ship for like it's the navy patrolling Borealis. It's not a pirate. It's not a pirate vessel.
Does it say something about a pirate vessel on the description? Is that what it is?
It says a document common among pirates to denote. I got insane deja vu just now, by the way. A document common among pirates to denote official acts or certify ownership. The words "Way Mother Favors" can be seen, declaring it as a warship that belongs to Vera Shadows.
I think for Azrael, it's the surgery kit.
Yeah, they're not that kind of cleric.
Yeah. The plate seems slightly wrong too, but I remember them having something like that.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, no, sorry, it's definitely the spiritual weapon. I just realized the icon was an axe. Azrael's spirit weapon was a scythe.
There? Yeah, that's it then.
Definitely that. Yeah, the surgery kit is surprising to me that it's also there.
Yeah, that was the one that I was like, I kind of think they might have had that. But
definitely
disappointed in you both.
Look,
Azrael used the surgery kit for hijinks like twice on you.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Did they?
Yes.
I remember you using a kit, but I couldn't.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, there were so many more like fond memories of Azrael. That one got pushed out.
Azrael has literally 3 items in their inventory. Surgery kit has been one of them from
Hey Azrael, can I pickpocket you real quick?
I think it's the only loot Azrael ever took. Actually, was a surgery kit.
I think so too. The more I think about it.
Yeah, Azrael, it's good to see you. I'm gonna take this not scythe Jed.
Oh, don't worry. I'm always with you. Azrael smiles.
Cosmo's gonna reach into his bag and pull out the phase spider.
Hey, is this one of yours, by the way?
Azrael just gives you a big, enigmatic smile. I thought it might help you. Do you like them? What's their name?
Oh, I didn't ask. Hey, what's your name?
I don't know. What is my name?
I don't know. What is your name?
I don't know. What name do you want to give me?
I don't know. What name should I give you?
I don't know. What name do you think is appropriate?
How about,
I don't know. Your name is I don't know.
Hold on, let me think about that for a second. I got something cooking.
Okay.
I'm terrified now.
Now that you have that spider, well, I think you could do anything.
Probably.
I'm struggling a little bit over here with Alara's. Does anybody happen to remember me giving you yellow pigment when we painted the painting to get here?
I do think that was one of the colors.
Okay. Because I actually think it's Teddy here. For some reason, I think Teddy was actually teal and not
pink.
Or
I
brown.
noticed that earlier too. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what it was about the Teddy that seemed off to me, but I think you're right. It's the wrong color.
Yeah, I think Teddy is green and not pink. And if you vaguely remember yellow being one of the colors, that was the other thing. Is oh, maybe it wasn't one of the colors we painted with.
I'm pretty sure it was normal rainbow colors.
Okay.
I remember red, green, and blue. So.
Oi, hey, oi, no, it's not Alara's turn, it's Corsa's turn.
Oh, okay, fine.
I already got one with the voice and everything.
Oh, fair enough. You gotta work on it. Give him some bars.
Hello, Corsa, hello.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I feel a little confuzzled. I've dropped my alchemy ingredients all over here.
And also my deed.
What once was mine is now yours.
Yeah? Why you got that?
I needed to have it in order to write my signature on it and then give it to, the ghosty chick and then to give it to you. So I don't own the Corslo's den, or Corsa's den. The den which used to be Corsa's.
It's that or the necklace, I would assume.
What about this necklace?
What about it?
What is it for?
When I need to participate in some shamanistic rituals, you just put on your necklace full of bones and you traipse around a little in the nude.
Okay, I didn't need the mental image of that last part, but also since when do you do shaman shit?
I've always been doing that. It's crazy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this.
Whatever.
I thought at first that it was gonna be the deed, but then the deed actually does kind of make sense.
It does make sense that he has a hold of it and we haven't been able to find it, right?
The necklace doesn't make any sense.
Fine. Deny me my only piece of clothing I wear when I'm doing my shaman shape.
Well, it is denial, so...
Well, I'm mildly offended. Don't you want some of the crystal bepis?
That one I remember in the spicy ale. The spicy ale thing I took. I think the Bepis was something you...
I think I'm okay without your crystal Bepis, guys.
But I made a fresh batch.
Nobody wants a cola that's clear.
What do you mean? You could see right through it for any sort of impurities.
It's a cola. It is impurities.
We call it a carbonated beverage. Perhaps a pop.
You know what? Now I don't even feel bad about taking your necklace.
My nudity.
Alara gives you a slight smile.
Oh, hello, Rain.
Hello.
Interesting place we find ourselves in.
Yeah, it's been like this non-stop for days now.
Strange. All of these things here. What do they mean to you, Rain?
Well... honestly, the whole last arc of our time in Maginox, for the most part. There's so many MacGuffins on this table right now.
So many memories.
I don't seem to recall Teddy being pink, though. Or are we calling him Kronos now? Actually, I'm not sure. Have you come around on that yet?
I refer to him as Kronos, but you can call him Teddy, if you like.
Honestly, Teddy was rather creepy as Teddy, so I think Kronos is just fine.
That's fair. So many memories here. By giving Eris the Lunesti Moonblade, relic of our people, and you returning my own clockwork heart to me. The pigments you've extracted, and even saving Teddy. And also, well, removing me from the Night Bloom in the Night Bloom Garden. I do love sharing memories and experiences together, don't you?
Yes. Would you mind if I took Kronos for a moment?
Of course. Bring him back, though. I'm rather fond of him. And, well, so is your husband.
Well, brought him back the first time. Definitely will not, keep him gone for long.
Safe travels.
I'm going to feel really bad playing Doodle when we heat these things in the mirror and they all just go up in smoke.
Well, it's okay. If you think about it, they're not supposed to be here anyway.
That's true.
Tell me, Vera, where did you get this article of ownership?
How else would you prove you own a ship on the high seas? It has to be respected by both those on the seas and those doing the official paperwork.
Yeah, but how did you get it?
What do you mean? It was drafted in Coranthia at City Hall.
I really thought that you assumed ownership by going up to whoever was steering it and saying, "I am the captain now," and then you just were.
You know I do things by the book, Sea Swab.
Okay, but what's the difference between this insignia and this article of ownership then? Why do you wear the insignia?
One is for the politicians, one is for the tracking, and the other is to instill fear into your enemies. A piece of paper tends not to do that.
Hey, Sea Swab, if she's a naval captain, why does she even need articles of ownership? It's just a Navy ship. She doesn't own it, right? The Navy does.
That's correct. Rain. I'm taking this article of ownership.
I
What
like
if
your
the
intuition
certificate
is
of
what I'm
ownership-
saying.
But what if that was to have certificate that you own the Navy?
Well, it doesn't say that either.
Well, go on, do what you want. Just make sure to file that back where it belongs when you're finished.
Have you ever known me not to file paperwork correctly?
No, which is why I
Damn.
respect you so much.
By the book.
Just
Sea
kiss
Swab.
already!
Are you sure you don't want to enjoy some pasta, dear?
It's got a big bowl. It's really buttery. You could barely hold on to it.
No, why is the bowl buttery? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, Wang Doodle, sweet summer child.
The way these two, anything that
Oh, that's
stays
right.
in
He
the
wasn't
bowl-
there for the pasta.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get messy. Let's crawl into
Ugh.
bed and tell each other stories and feed each other pasta.
I love how much Charlindra and Grabella are just like Ivy and Harlequin from the animated DC show.
That's pretty true. God.
Couple of
To quote a
bachelorette
companion,
frogs.
Cat want out.
Oh,
And I don't think there's any role I can do on this, right?
mm-mm.
I feel pretty confident that it's the necklace. Everything else
Yeah.
makes sense.
What, you're looking at the hall pass? Might have been just crammed into my bag. We could go back to the obsidian halls, if you want to.
I'm gonna borrow your necklace, okay?
Oh, go right on ahead. I trust you. With my heart.
I would be so upset if I fucked that one up.
Alright.
All right. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, now to see if, is this like a best 2 out of 3 type situation, or however, what?
Maybe if it's not the
6 out
right
of
thing,
10?
it just bounces off the mirror, and then we go, "Oh shit, give that back."
Oh, well, that's a novel idea.
I don't think it's going to be that easy. I think if we're wrong, it's not going to go good for us.
Do we want to do one that we know is correct to see what happens?
Yeah, throw Azrael's wrong weapon in there.
Are we concerned at all that if we pick the wrong item, it's an actual item and it's going to hit this mirror and potentially break it?
Well, don't throw it that hard then?
I didn't. Are we actually supposed to throw it into the mirror? I thought we were just holding it up to the mirror.
You can double-click the mirror.
Oh.
Something doesn't belong here. Oh, okay.
And then the items can be dragged and dropped into their specific people.
Oh.
Alright. You guys, go ahead.
Can we? How do we open the inventory and also have that?
I just double click my token.
Ah, okay,
Okay, there we go.
cool.
So make sure you get the item in the correct slot as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I just found the blue sand, by the way, that Charlindra had from ages ago in my inventory still.
I was gonna say, you were, I know Tugum had some of it.
Yeah.
It is funny that you still have some. Oh god, why did I end up with so many people things?
We got the two conspicuously similar goblin girls. We got the right thing in the right slot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one on the...
Do we have whoever took for cause?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I kind of carry a lot of shit.
It should probably be at the bottom. That's where 2 of my 3 were.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kozlo was like the anti-Azrael when it came to looting of in the Comos crew.
I found it.
Does somebody want to hit the attempt to unlock button? I don't want to do it.
I'll do it. You ready?
Allow me.
Drum roll, please.
You good?
It says we have 3
Good.
attempts left at the top. Does anybody else see that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Failed to unlock. One of these is incorrect.
Oh, but
One?
it doesn't tell us which ones.
I will not tell you, but one item is incorrect.
Oh.
Okay, what are we most unsure of? I'm kind of unsure about mine.
I'm kind of unsure about causes too. Like, I really like the idea about, like, why would he have the deed?
And I'm unsure about the necklace.
He shouldn't have the deed if it's like with Maginox, right? Like he wouldn't have that.
Yeah, could be. So
Yeah, I feel like it's maybe the deed is the one I feel the most unsure about. But
okay.
that's not
We
really.
So we have 2 attempts left. We can swap for the deed and try that. I feel really confident that the necklace is the one that's wrong for Charlindra, just because everything else makes sense.
Yeah,
Do deed first and then necklace.
Okay, am I misremembering? But was Charlindra? Did Tugum not rat Charlindra out for not having a hall pass and doing
I think
drugs?
you did.
I think it was for the... Oh, it might be. I thought the hall pass was... I don't remember the hall pass being part of that. I thought Tugum ratted out Charlindra
For drugs.
for
It
drugs.
for drugs was definitely it, but I'm pretty sure it was 2 things. Like she's skipping class and doing drugs.
I like the necklace for Charlindra a lot, but like if we don't get it in like another attempt, maybe we revisit
Maybe
that
we have
one.
the deed of ownership for cause.
What does the deed say again? Can you read it?
It says that it's Kozlo's den, so there is an amount of it not making sense. I also just don't remember him ever doing anything shamany though.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean he does all the stuff with the cauldron, I guess.
A lot of the kobolds are shamany, though. So.
Hmm.
A deed certifying one's ownership of a business or residence. This new-looking deed is signed by Lena Umbralis. Did Lena give? Was it Lena or was it?
Yeah, it was Lena that
Okay.
gave Kozlo's den to Kozlo.
No, actually it wasn't. It was Victoria Vicatus who gave it to Kozlo. It wasn't Lena.
Oh, you're right.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah, the other thing is like all of the items are like they're not
Real
like
close.
totally wrong items. They're like an item that it's like a twist on something that should be there, right?
Yeah, you're right. It was what's her name that gave the gave Kozlo's den to Kozlo, and then Lena later was like, and here's the weird spiritual version of Kozlo's den.
Right, and reinforced it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Your turn.
I believe the term is RTFC.
Return to football club.
Read the fucking card.
Oh, also that.
That's
now here's the next question: where the fuck did that just go in my inventory? There it is. All right, I'm trying it.
Drum roll.
Failed to unlock.
Uh-oh.
2 items are now incorrect.
Okay, so the necklace was correct.
Necklace was correct. Yeah. I'm gonna go get the necklace.
So it's necklace or sea swabs, right? That's our current thought
I don't
process.
know. I don't even know what questions to ask. It's for sure the red coral hairpin is correct. I know that one is correct because you can see it in her portrait too.
Sailor, you look uneasy. Go on, tell your fleet, Admiral. What's wrong?
One of these things isn't yours, and I don't know which one.
I think I somehow, I don't know what I managed to do with trying to put the, the deed of
I'll
ownership
fix
back
it.
up. Okay.
Well, Sea-Swab, you've worked with me before. You've known me better than anyone. What are 3 words you'd use to describe me? They can be unflattering. I won't punish you for it.
Honorable, fair, and beautiful.
Well then, let those assessments guide you.
Would she use poison, Sea Swab?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if she would. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is the poison. Alright. Well, if we're wrong though, it's game over.
Yep.
I mean, I have like quibbles about some of the other ones. Like, I'm pretty sure Lou had like smoked a cigar and not a pipe. Like, I'm pretty sure that Teddy was like a teal color and not pink. Like, so there's like minor quibbles that I have, but I feel like yours is the one that seems most likely to be transposed.
Maybe.
Yeah, I do remember Charlindra wandering around the halls with us, so like she would have had a hall pass.
Yeah, I feel really good about Charlindra because like even Rain knows like you guys didn't know that she was affiliated with Novus at all until you brought her to Maginox.
Yeah.
It's like the first time Rain met her. So like, why would she have a necklace with Novus on it?
Yeah.
Okay. And the other word in it.
Yeah, high priest or priestesses, which is.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel good about that.
Yeah, that seems wrong.
Feel
The
good
only
about
other thought I had-
Asriel.
Oh shit! What did I just do? Ah!
There's an item missing from the mirror.
Yeah. I'm. We weren't ready to push. I don't think it'd be it.
Whatever
Show everybody.
Akashiba's was, I double clicked on it thinking I could read it, and it went away.
It takes it. So you have it now. It's in your pocket.
What was it? Do you remember what it was?
It was the sword guardian amulet. because he actually has a shield guardian, not a sword guardian.
The only other one that I'm kind of iffy on is Roxy, but I don't like all the rest of the items that are there make more sense than the drawing of her possibly non-existent sister.
I don't ever remember her sister being brought up at all, so...
I don't
Did we
see
know-
whatever Akashima's was in my inventory. Who picked it up? Maybe it went back to yours?
Let me look. Oh. Yeah, here, I got it.
Yeah, I don't think putting it in the mirror actually removes it from your inventory.
Yeah, cool. Alright. Yeah, I'm not super thrilled with Roxy's either, but none of us have any memory of this person
Yeah.
that she supposedly would draw a picture of.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, Vera would never start an unfair fight, so the poison probably wouldn't be what she would use.
That seems legit to me then.
Yeah, I think there's lots of holes we can poke in almost any of these at this point, but
Yeah.
that's the one that has the biggest holes to poke in it.
Sure.
Agreed.
Alrighty. So we're going with this, then we're going to double check everything. The pipe, the necklace, the spiny thing,
The cactus.
the
The
book.
cactus is like one that we were pretty 1,000%
Yeah,
on.
we have all of the other items in
Yeah,
our
we
various
know Axe
inventories.
Chan is not it because it was Scythe Chan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We know
Asriel and
Causes
Mickey-
is correct now because we were only missing one and then we changed it.
Yeah, so we know those three are like 100% down.
I'm very confident in Shar's.
Yeah.
Very confident in.
I don't know Lou
Gosh,
at all,
Liz.
so
Okay, so do we all agree to send it on this?
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, thank fuck. I was gonna feel so bad if I'd fucked up something about my own girlfriend.
Very good. If you would have forgotten your friends so easily, they would have been afflicted with terrible nightmares. Excellent job. You
Alright,
have
but 9 out of 10 was not bad to start with. It's pretty good, everyone.
Also, did we just lose this much of our own sanity over some people having bad dreams?
Yes.
very good. Very good. Make your way to the back of the room, and we shall continue.
What's the next one? 20 questions?
Charades? Reason?
Pictionary? Scrabble?
Does anybody here watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I've seen a few episodes.
Did you ever see the escape room episode?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, they spend it's like an escape room where they come to your house and they set it up, and they spend the whole hour trying to find the lock and the key to do it. And they're like, we figured it out, and they open and they're like, this is how it begins. And it's like, oh, they thought they just read their whole house.
Very good. You have spared your friends temporary insanity and nightmares. It is good not to forget your allies. But next, we move on, resolving the gauntlet of grief. Anger is next. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Arena of Vacaris. I am your host today, your lovely ringleader, Rocky. There's polite clapping from everybody. Yes, yes. And I am glad everybody is here today. Welcome, one and all. We have 5 brave heroes
just ready to face their inner demons. And when I mean inner demons, they are really in. But can they triumph over the savior of Vacaris, the guardian, the red one? It's Slagheart. Boo! Boo! The audience boos and hisses. Go Slagheart! We love you! Woo!
Who to the fucking what now?
Now watch today as the guardian of Vacaris destroys these interlopers and purges them with righteous fire. Monday, Monday, Monday! Boo! Incinerate them! You find yourselves in an arena with very high walls. There are archers positioned at four corners of the arena while decorative lava pours down from some of the pillars on each side of the arena. There's large rocks and sand underfoot, and you can't really see around the rock, but judging by the low, throaty growl you hear at the other side of the arena, that must be whatever Slagheart is. Ooh, and Slagheart seems like he is in a bad mood today. You want to know why? Why? Why, because he was killed by the people he was sworn to protect. Boo! Wait, was that us? I don't know, just cheer. Boo, I mean, yeah! I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oslo quietly summons his canyon. His cannon.
We're feeling quite ambivalent about this situation.
Yeah! Well, watch now as the once guardian of Vacaris now comes back to life here in the Nightmare Dreamscape. Let's see if these 5 Vacaran interlopers can put Slagheart down for a second time. Or wait, would this be the first time? Who knows?
God.
I'm so confused. Wait, did we kill it the first time?
I don't remember doing that.
I can't remember every single buddy I've killed, okay?
The rage of this dragon cannot be contained.
Oh shit, wait a minute. Dragon?
You hear a low roar coming from the other side of the arena. Ooh, he looks spicy, probably because he was dead.
Do you know this guy, Grabella?
It's not ringing a bell.
Is this you, Grabella?
Is this a friend from work?
Is this the heart you ate?
That was a red dragon.
Oh, is it not a red dragon?
You just said undead, right? I can't actually.
Well, I suppose he would be undead now, right? That's a reddish dragon. Sure, yeah.
Like her. Yeah, that might be it then.
Oh, what do you think he can do without his heart? I don't know. What do we do? Why, he's pissed and he wants it back. And Slagheart's gonna do anything to get his heart back, including consuming the one who ate it.
Okay,
Oh.
this definitely that's definitely.
No,
what
I might not be
Dragon
able to be up front for this one, guys. I hope
Also
that's
the most flame
okay.
retardant one. I feel like
Man, the back of this rock seems really nice.
Grabella, you're the only one who doesn't catch on fire.
Why, do you think these 5 flammable heroes can triumph over the rage of an undead red dragon? Or maybe he's not really dead. Maybe this is just a dream, a bad nightmare, and he is alive and pissed. Who knows? Let's wait and see.
I'd like to cast the spell Alarm Clock. I have to wake up.
Ding, 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 ding. Before we get started, quick 3-minute bio break.
All right.
Oh, I actually do have the spell Alarm, but I do not want to actually cast that.
I got the spell. Gotta pee. Take a quick 3-minute break. We'll get back to the Arena of Wrath. Now, my dear audience, I see you, Wangdoodle, let me regale you a tale of a poor, lost red dragon who became the guardian of Vacaris. But what had happened? Slagheart, filled with rage, turned his anger upon the people he swore to protect. Boo! Boo! And slaughtered hundreds of innocent Vacarans. Boo! But who brought Slagheart down? Why, heroic Vacarans who stood up and made a difference. They took the dragon's heart and preserved it for study. And meanwhile, those brave Vacarans, they taught others how to slay dragons and swore they would never be slaughtered in such a manner ever again. But what of Slagheart? What caused him to turn? We don't know. But perhaps his wrath will show us. Just wait on Coslo and Grabella.
I'm back.
Is Coslo?
He's on his way.
Okay.
Okay, how much trouble could we possibly get into?
I mean, this challenge seems like it's up this group's alley. Just get angry and kill something?
Just fireball the crowd.
Oh yeah, can we collaborate with Slagheart to get his vengeance on the people who murdered him?
Maybe. Well, you guys know the true story. You guys know that Slagheart turned on the people because of the Blood Hag.
Right.
Yeah, but does Slagheart know that?
Sorry, what did you say, Rain?
I said, but does Slagheart know that?
Not sure. And Coslo's back. Well, why don't we give our unfortunate, heroes a moment to collect themselves. I see you have all summoned your cannons. You all have 1 round to do something before Slagheart attacks. If you have summoned a cannon, I will consider that your round. Grabella, Seaswell, Braid, anything you want to do to prepare before Slagheart charges?
Can't really.
Turn myself into a chair. No, I'm just kidding.
I guess I could rage. Now that my rage doesn't break unless I go unconscious. So.
Yeah, seems good.
Yeah, I think I would just play the song.
Let's give him a fighting chance, shall we?
It's a red dragon?
Yes. It appears to be reddish.
I'm gonna summon Chompy.
Actually, could Rain also just not be in a giant pile with everybody else? Can I move?
You can.
This round?
Sure.
Okay. We're gonna... I do not seem to be able to move. Oh, because it's in combat turns now.
Oh, that's great. You can ping where you want to go. I'll move you there.
I just wanted to move Chompy like in front of Wangdoodle, so he's not like on top of Wangdoodle.
Sure.
Let's go over, like...
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
Okay. Is this how you all would like to start the fight?
Sure. What could go wrong?
All right, it seems like our heroes have taken a moment to themselves to summon some pathetic things. Boo! Look at that one. It's not even a real dragon. It's a ghost dragon. Boy, that's sure to get on Slagheart's nerves. Boo! Boo!
Somewhere in the crowd you hear,
Trash, trash, trash!
How far away is the announcer?
He's on the. He's behind Slagheart on the other side of the room.
How flame resistant is the announcer?
Yeah, but fuck that guy in particular.
Oh, I can hit him. Like, there's no question about that.
talking a lot of shit for someone in fireball range.
Well. Let's get this party started! Slagheart will do something as a layer action. Ooh, it looks like Slagheart is summoning fire to the center of the arena. Hopefully nobody stands in it. A pulsing beam, 20 feet high and 5 feet across of fire erupts in the center of the arena, and the crowd begins to cheer. Woo! Go Slagheart! We love fire! C-Swap, you're up.
Going to, right here. Do we want to try negotiating with the dragon first, or are we going blasty?
Does it look like it's in a negotiations mode?
Kill! The crowd chants.
I don't bow to mob mentality.
Kill!
Slagheart?
Burn! Kill!
Slagheart, buddy. What's wrong? Do you want to kill us or do you want to kill them? Does anybody understand dragon? Bella, what did you say?
I think that was just a noise.
Grabella, you can hear him on the other side of the room and he's just saying, die.
He really wants us to die.
Well, that's probably the best answer you're going to get, C-Swab.
Alrighty, I'm going to use my staff of what? My staff of frost doesn't have charges. It should have replenished with my rest.
Oh, it should have. Let me, I'll fill up your charge. Just give me a second. Staff of frost. I'm looking in your gigantic inventory. I see it. 1 second. I'll probably have to do the same with Coslow's.
I didn't even use all 10 of my charges, period. That's why I was confused why it was empty.
Yeah, and my Wanda is doing the same thing, but that's okay. That one doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, we can fix that. Let me just double check your staff of frost.
Yes, it's got 10.
It's got 10 now. I will, hold on, magic item. 1 second, recharge, not rechargeable. 26 plus 4 numeric after long rest. Okay, your staff should be good now.
I'm going to... put an ice storm on top of him.
Oh, and it looks like our heroes are casting a magical spell! Boo! What do they think? That ice will just melt directly off of Slagheart's back! Yeah! Slagheart succeeds on a DC 14 dex save, rolling a 21 and only takes half damage from the ice storm. That storm area is now difficult terrain. Will this slow the dragon down? I'm not sure.
That will end my turn.
Oh boy, looks like that one's gotta get his bearings.
Alright, I'm going to
Chompy?
Chompy. Chompy's gonna move. I'm gonna move right here, and then I'm just gonna end my turn with him there.
Yep. And look at our hero's tiny dragon. He can't even make it across the arena. No! Slaghart is currently being buffeted with an ice storm. And he will most likely just disregard the difficult terrain and fly. You know what? It's 40 feet high. I'm gonna say that's all difficult terrain. It looks like those ice chunks are making it hard for Slaghart to move around. Will he be able to make it to our heroes, excuse me, our villains, in order to consume them? Slaghart has a fly speed of 80, and he will only move 40. I'll have to see how far I'm moving. 25, 35, 40. He will end his turn. Well, looks like he made it through the storm of ice. What will the villains do next?
Everything's so zoomed out. There we go. No. Okay, cool. I actually zoomed further out, which is amazing. Because my scroll wheel is being fuckered. Okay. Rain is going to move a little closer. And she's going to Mind Sliver to start.
He will fail a DC 20 int save with a 13 and take full damage from the Mind Sliver.
All right, and then Rain is going to, let's see what else, 5'10". Go behind this rock, and she's just going to say, fuck you, Slaghart. And oh,
boo!
Okay, hang on. I have to actually back up to actually have him in range to actually cast the spell. There we go. I don't have to actually be able to see him because I know his name because they're announcing it over the fucking loudspeakers, but still blocked by a wall, huh? Okay. We're gonna cast Psychic Lance.
He will use a legendary resistance to succeed.
What
Oh!
a whole ass baby back bitch.
It looks like the dragon is using his magical powers.
Wow!
He might be too strong for these villains.
That's gonna be the end of Rain's turn.
Grabella, you're up.
Right. I don't have like a lot of throwables or like far things, so this is gonna get sketchy AF. I'm gonna turn this off because I don't have that on currently.
I'm going to momentarily turn off the rats, because apparently things are lagging a little bit.
I think... Let's see. Okay, that one's 35. 40. I'm gonna do a double move. 20. And come just over here. And kind of just hold an action because Urbella's kind of afraid if she gets too close to this, it bites her. Game over. Okay.
What is your condition for holding your action? Until what happens?
I don't know. I'm not very familiar with that. I don't.
It's
have
usually
anything
like
else to do.
you can hold it until like he gets a melee range of you, or you can hold it until it's usually
We'll go with that.
a condition. Okay. All right. Does that end your round?
Yeah.
Kozlo, you're up.
All right. We're going to begin by activating the scientific method and chucking a firebolt at it to find out if my fire hurts it.
Let's see what the little goblins brought to the table. Oh, looks like the Guardian of Vicaris isn't dodging that. A 19 will hit. Oh, and it looks like the Guardian of Vicaris is immune to fire. Did you have that penetration thing though?
I do have the penetration feat. I don't think that matters if it's immune. I think it just means it doesn't get resistance.
Okay. Sligheart is immune to fire.
I expected as much, but I guess I could have attempted to roll insight on this, but I don't know that would have done us any good anyway. So cannon will shoot a force blast. Cannons didn't work.
Wait, did Cannon just crit?
It did.
Again?
Yep. A 30
Cannon
force
MVP.
damage. Do you want to push him back 5 feet back into the ice storm?
Yes.
All right. Sligheart's gonna move 5 feet back into the ice storm. Whoa! The crowd gasps.
Okay, I'm done.
All right. And next up, let's see. Sligheart is going to use a legendary action, and he's going to move his move speed. He will get out of that for 2 times the move. He will make his way to the other side of the arena. Wangdoodle, you're up! The giant red wings herald Sligheart's arrival as he flies through the air and slams down right in front of the rock that you are currently standing behind.
Not because I think, not because he can't do the job, but Chompy's gonna get a little bit of defense field action here. So we're gonna actually, you know what? That one's probably fine. So we're gonna activate the cannons, but also because Sligheart decided that here's a good spot to be, Wangdoodle is going to reach into his bag and grab a vial, shake it vigorously, and then throw it straight at the dragon's face. The vial will explode because of all the pressure built up inside of it, spraying the acid in the dragon's general direction.
Oh!
Did you just like Coke and Mentos him?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Alright, acid splash.
Oh, I was supposed to add my 1d8 to that. Whoops, baby.
That's fine. Slycart succeeds on the DC 18 dex save with a 24. And since it's save or suck, he will take 0 damage, but 2 extra from the artificer stuff.
Alright, great. I'm so glad that was useful. Cannons. Time to be useful. So, the front one definitely gonna hit Slaghard here. And not hit Chompy, because, you know, friend. Oh, why am I dex saving myself? I fired it. What? Sure.
Honking?
It's
okay, Cannon will not take any damage. Oh, and it looks like our little villain didn't realize from the first time that Slaghard is immune to fire damage.
Wow! They don't learn.
Oh, this is fine. This is fine. See, now he's looking over here. So there's no way he's going to be prepared for this next shot. That's definitely going to do something. Point blank.
Shisha! 24 will hit. Slaghard takes 10 points of force damage. Whoa, it looks like these guys brought munitions to the table.
Yeah, this was a smart move, and not doing anything else for any other kind of protection. This is great.
Do you want to push Slaghard back 5 feet?
You know what? Yes, I would. We turned the tide, guys. We're safe now.
Wangdoodle, does that end your round?
Let's insight for the fun of it.
Oh, what would you like to know?
Yeah, I want to see all that damage we've done so far. Can we see health?
Sure. One moment. There you go.
Ah, good. Really making some progress. All right, I feel a lot better about this round. Good job, team.
I need to remove a couple Vaki from the board, just because apparently, hopefully it'll help with the lag.
Everybody's getting
dirty
bored.
Vaki.
Fucking Vaki. Here we go.
Wait, why does Slaghard have 2 health bars?
Hmm.
God. We're gonna empty one health bar, and then the other one's gonna refill, and the music will have lyrics.
Well, they've both taken damage, which I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse. I'm gonna go with worse.
Top of the round, round 2. Slaghard will use a lair action. And what will he do to the arena today?
Boo, everyone hates when arenas change in the middle of them.
Ooh, judging by that low rumble in Slaghard's throat, he's about to emit some volcanic gases. He's gonna try and flush him out. He's going to emit volcanic gas that forms a cloud in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point he can see within 120 feet. It spreads around corners and the area is lightly obscured. One moment, please.
Gross, it's farting!
Oh, no, not again.
I was like, what did I make this as? It's fucking nothing. Is it light? It is light. Okay. I was like, what did I do here? He's gonna put it right here. Ooh, it looks like that entire part of the room is choked out, and anybody in the gas probably can't see a thing.
Yeah, he will not be able to see, Tom.
Each creature that starts
bold
its
move,
turn
huh?
in the cloud must succeed on a DC 13 con save or be poisoned until the end of its turn. If you're poisoned in this way, you are incapacitated. Yeah, he will not be able to breathe in that gas cloud. Sea Swab, you're up. The dragon is uncomfortably close.
He's immune to fire.
Missed the swab, yeah. He's immune to fire.
That's okay. You think that bothers me? Because it doesn't bother me.
Get that heart! Get that heart! Get that heart!
The Sea Swab is going to... So zoomed out, I can't see how far I'm moving. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gonna move back 20 feet. Then I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave.
Alright, Slyguard tries to make a save. Crits the save easily. Slaghard will not be daunted by a little splash of water. He takes half damage from the tidal wave. And he is not knocked prone. And look at that! The dragon is still standing against the torrent of water. Yeah! Go Slaghard! Woo! Also, FYI, Sea Swab, if you wanted to, that tidal wave will also extinguish fires in the room, such as this one in the middle of the room.
Oh, I didn't know what that was. I thought that was just like, I don't know.
It is a 20-foot tall, 5-foot wide pillar of flame. What would you like to know?
So we know he's immune to fire. Is he vulnerable to anything?
He is not.
Fuck.
Slyguard has no weaknesses. Woo!
That'll end Sea Swab's turn.
Chompy?
Chomper! I haven't used Chompy in so long. Alright, Chompy is going to multi-attack.
A 23 will hit. As Chompy claws at Slaghard, doing 15 points of slashing damage.
Chompy, you're the better dragon! You got this!
Slaghard turns to him, the low grumble rising in his throat.
Bigger is always better. Attack him again!
As he misses, Slaghard uses his right front claw to just slap Chompy's claw out of the way.
Ready? Hit him with the acid, Chompy!
Slaghard will make the save, dodging most of the acid and taking half damage from the breath.
His dex is too high, it's impossible.
He is quick. It looks like the villains might not stand a chance.
This is end of Chompy's turn.
And look out, it's Slaghard. But look out, it's 9 o'clock. And that is the end of today's session. Well.
Hooray!
Hooray! We're about to get eated.
Certain doom.
I think you're all about to get eaten. 1 second. Well, everybody. Looks like being thrown into the arena of wrath isn't as fun as doing puzzles where you remember your friends. Slaghard is already choking the arena, filling it with poisonous gases that make it impossible to see through, plus creating pillars of flame that will be impassable by walking or flying.
I'm sorry, poisonous gases to poison our asses.
Oh yeah, good rhyme, solid.
The humans are dead.
The humans are
dead.
Humans are dead. Well, everybody, that will be the end of the session today, and we still have more Gauntlet of Grief to get through. We are on the second stage, but there are 3 more, and hopefully they all won't be as exciting as being eaten by a dragon.
Maybe.
Possibly.
We'll see.
Good job on solving the first puzzle, but many more await. For now, I shall bid you adieu. Have a good evening. Have a great week. And for most of you, I will see you for Goblin with a Fat Ass on Wednesday. For the rest of you, I will see you next Monday. Otherwise,
I'll text you tomorrow if I go to that bakery to get those things, and I'll swing by.
Please do. Otherwise, have a good night, everybody. And I will see you later.
Bye.
Good night, friends.
Bye. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, bye-bye. Well, chat. Well. Looks like everybody's gotten themselves into a little bit of trouble. They've triumphed over denial, figuring out just exactly what was wrong with their friends. But now, the Arena of Wrath only holds one thing. Wrath. And lots of it. Slagheart's looking for his heart. Too bad it's inside of Grabella. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Catch our VODs in full over on Arctis DD on YouTube if you want to catch up on the lore, if you want to catch up on the VODs, or you just want a good watch. We are a super small channel. Even if you don't watch, I would love it if you subscribed. 100%. Would love you. Big kisses. YouTube.com/ArctisDD on YouTube. Catch our shorts and our funny moments over on Play Arctis on Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky. We just started on Blue Sky, so if you're on Blue Sky, check us out. Play Arctis. And I'm your DM, Zarina. Hey. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking. Yamino here. What's up? Good playing some Goose Goose Duck with you the other day. Goose Comics, ironically, also containing the word goose. Calvin5040, what's up? Thanks for lurking, etc. What's going on? Thanks for hanging out, chat. I appreciate you all. Lurkers, one and all. Much love. We have Goblin with a Fat Ass coming up on Wednesday. Same time, we're going to start at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time and end at 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. I hope you'll join us. As I said, I'm your DM, Zarina. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And I hope to catch you next time.